Morning. This is day 2 of the 1988 Grand Wagoneer restoration I'm working on. Today I'm going to cover a few of the ways that some people have suggested to take the trim and the vinyl off. We're going to first start with the caps that a lot of people have asked questions about on how to get off. I'm going to apologize for the lighting. It's early morning, just about 32 degrees in Texas and a little bit chilly. Let this side warm up a little bit in the sun so things are a little bit easier to work with. Yesterday, some of the other tabs on the other side were really difficult to get out because they were cold and in the shade. But using just a simple pick tool, and since I'm not saving anything, I'm not running the risk of damaging or anything like that. Truthfully, I could probably just drill them out if I really wanted to be lazy about it. But I just shove it in, turn it, comes right out. Since I'm throwing them away, get rid of that. Inside there's a little tiny rivet that's actually holding the trim on. And as per suggestion of some of the other guys who've done this before, take your drill, got a 1/8 inch drill bit on it. You're not going to be able to drill through the rivet. It's actually going to basically spin until it melts through the plastic, and then you're going to have to cut it off and pop it into the inside of the panel afterwards. But the big thing I would say is to just continuously, same pressure, don't push really hard. If you push really hard, you're going to end up denting the panel on the inside and you have to do a lot of body filling. It's the first pop. Okay, and that's all you have to do to get through that. Doesn't take a whole lot of pressure, a whole lot of time. I've gone through several different ways of trying to pull the trim off and do it safely and easily. This side over here actually used a steel cable that's used for cutting PVC pipe, and I ran it up and down, back and forth the whole entire way, basically cutting the plastic off the backside. And it was actually pretty effective, but you know, it scratches up the vehicle a little bit. Since I'm getting mine painted, not a big deal. But if you have interest in keep saving or preserving your paint, maybe not do it that way. I'm also going to use a 7-in-1 tool on this side. Since everything is warmed up a little bit, the adhesive that holds it on is actually going to be a little less effective. So I can actually put some weight into it. This was actually only about a 5-second time lapse from when I turned the camera off. I needed 2 hands to be able to do it, but took most of the adhesion off. It's on the back. It's in pretty good shape. I didn't scratch the vehicle up very much, and pretty pleased with it. You come over to the corner here, you can see the remnants of the rivet that is left over from what we drilled earlier. I normally just take a pair of diagonal cutters or some nail pullers, snip it off, take a nail punch, punch the remainder back in. But I'm going to continue the rest of today, taking off the paneling on that side, come around to the other side, which I've already gotten a good head start on. I've gotten all the wood trim off, actually took the vinyl off on this side already, and that was actually quite an experience in itself. Right now I've got 2 heaters warming this side up. It's the shade side of the vehicle, so it's still pretty cold, and I actually used a plumbing torch to heat the plastic up enough to get it malleable enough to pull off. Once it is definitely warm enough, it comes right off, but the trick is actually getting it up to temperature in order to be able to do so. I never thought I'd say I missed the 100 degrees San Antonio heat, but it'd be very effective for doing something like this. Tune in, and we'll continue taking it off, and I'll give you updates whenever I get everything pulled. Thank you.